great music, beautiful women.
Pull a nice man.
Get your tongue in.
Yes, loads of easy women. Yeah, no worries. Just go in there, just pick what you want.
Two, please.
£8, It's the sex business. It always has been from the very, very early days of dance halls, and it will be until, for years to come. There will always be this type of environment for people to meet members of the opposite sex.
Paul Ryan is the manager of Duke's in Chelmsford. More than 5,000 people a week come into the club. It's just had its best ever year.
As soon as they walk through the doors of Duke's, it's Fantasyland. It's a totally different environment to the one that they're normally used to in their daytime, everyday life. Without atmosphere, people walk in and there's nothing to make them feel excited. There's nothing to bring that sort of air of adventure out from within them.
But what about the highly publicised dangers of drink, drugs and violence? Could Fantasyland turn into a house of horrors? The club has 6 doormen on duty to turn trouble away and keep order inside.
This, please. We don't go to work looking for trouble.
We just get our money and go home, basically.
If there's trouble, we haven't done a very good job.
What are you looking for when you search some people?
Various objects, knives, drugs, obviously, gas. A lot of people, we've caught people with a lot of things that they shouldn't have tried to be bringing in.
What do they want to bring gas in for?
A lot of people, well, some people find it funny or amusing that they spray gas in the club and it evacuates the whole club because of how nasty the whole thing is, really. It has been done twice before while I've been working here.
Predominantly people come in here to dance, to drink, to socialise. Single fellas want to meet single girls and vice versa. And it's that chemistry that gets together with the lights and the fantasy area of a discotheque that makes it all come together and work well.
The club's open 5 nights a week. Each night's different, but the basic ingredients are always the same.
There's loads of girls here. Loads.
I just come here for the music. The music, I suppose, and the atmosphere.
I just love the atmosphere. I like all the people. I like the girls. The girls. It's wicked.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rachel. Happy birthday to you.
Rachel Bartlett's just turned 19. Celebrations start at a Braintree pub, and they'll continue at the club, where Thursday night is party night.
It's about having a good time. Go to Duke's, have a few drinks, have a bit of a dance.
Are you looking to find a man at Duke's?
Find a man at Duke's? Possibly.
What about your friends? Are they up for dancing tonight at Duke's?
I should imagine so. I should imagine they'll be like really into it, yeah.
Where's all the party people tonight? Where's all the noisy people? Make some noise out there, come on!
People love to see and they love to be seen. And the beauty of Duke's is because there are so many different levels. There are balcony levels, the dance floor. You can be on the dance floor and you can look at 2 different levels above you. And people love, you know, being on the dance floor and seeing what's going on up there. Equally so, people that are on the balcony areas can look down and see everyone strolling their stuff on the dance floor, the Peacock Parade. The dance floor can hold anything up to 400 people, which is a huge amount of people. But there again, they can be seen by virtually everyone else in the club. And it's lovely that people can move around the whole night long. People circulate. They travel from bar to bar.
No, not recently, no. Well, silver paint on me, this is very embarrassing. But yeah, does it go on my lipstick? It doesn't at all, does it? What about my red skirt? No, it doesn't go, does it? No, I look very sad, don't I? Yeah.
How many of you down?
Yes, that's great.
Who drove down?
Mate.
See your car keys was. Gentlemen, if you come down, you bring your ID down, please. Okay, driving licence in the future, okay?
You're supposed to be over 18 in order to get into the nightclub, and some customers are asked for proof of identity.
You got
a ticket?
I've got them in my hand, don't panic.
Thank you. That's very good. It's a photocopy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you the coach party?
Yeah, I'm with them. Yeah.
If you should really come down, don't bring no photocopies down.
Okay.
Take a proof form over there, okay?
Cheers,
That's what you need next time.
Rachel's group come through with their free party tickets, but inside they'll find drinks are much more expensive than they were at the pub.
When you go into a club that, i.e. here, 5 years ago, we spent £1.3 million on refitting it, you're going into an environment that isn't just a local pub or a local bar environment. There's a lot of technology in the place. There's a lot of facilities in here that you wouldn't find in a normal drinking den. Consequently, our prices are going to be that much higher. But people seem more confident in coming out to clubs because they know they're fun places to go to. Now, more so than years before.
Rachel's enjoying herself, but will she find a man before party night is over? The club isn't simply a venue for one-night stands. In December, there was even a public proposal of marriage.
Do you know what he's going to say yet?
No.
No, you haven't got a clue, have you? Carry on. Nikki, will you marry me? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Silence in the club. Silence, please. The answer, Nikki, to the question, will you or will you not marry Andy? Will you?
Yes.
Yes!
There are countless couples who've ended up getting married after first meeting each other at the club.
I just went with my friend Teresa. We used to go every Saturday evening and we were just dancing like we always did, and I saw this huge great monster at the balcony and I just thought, who on earth is that?
I suppose 11:30 cameras. You look round, you do, every night. I'd had a few pints, I was a bit staggery, I suppose. Friends and I went up the cocktail bar and we were just eyeing the talent, I suppose, really.
I remember thinking, how can a person so big be so drunk? He was absolutely paralytic. They had a cocktail bar, I think they've still got a cocktail bar, and he was drinking a pina colada with an umbrella like Del Boy does in Only Fools and Horses.
Well, I'd play a good part of 12, 14 pints or so. So I was a bit worse aware than the least.
We tried to have a dance because he trod on my feet and he couldn't dance really. I mean, being that big with that big of feet, you can't dance, but we tried.
I was going towards the exit to go to the toilet and there was a scuffle or something broke out and I was going towards it anyway. And Caroline seemed to get roared out of the way and roar just fell into my arms.
And I just looked up, thought, my God, this must be fate. I obviously can't escape from him. And he's drunk and stupid and he slurred speech. He said, could he have my phone number? And I gave it to him. I don't know why.
I couldn't remember what she looked like or anything until I rang her on the following Friday.
We went out the following Friday and Saturday, and on the Sunday I went to my friends and I said, I'll marry him, and that is it. And she says, you'd laughed. I said, no, really, I just know it, and I just knew it, and that was, we'd only been out twice, but I didn't let you know about that until a little while later, but we both decided within a couple of months, didn't we?
Yeah.
Got up to Duke's and sort of stood up on the balcony, eyeing up the talent, as you do, as you know.
And I remember seeing a couple of guys standing up on the balcony, and I noticed one who had black trousers and a black short jacket on bolero style, and the first thing I noticed was this pert little bottom just staring at me.
We exchanged a few glances, and I thought, oh, might be in here. She's a little bit older than me, but I don't mind that, you know, quite like the older one.
And I believe it was me that said, how about a slow dance later? I'm sure it was me, as he seemed very shy.
Unfortunately, she had to go early.
So it ended with me saying goodnight about 11:30, 12 o'clock, just giving my number.
Do you not know what to do out there? Let's see those arms. About to go.
Party night's in full swing for Rachel, so what's it like out on the dance floor?
Hot, very claustrophobic actually. That's a big word. It's not very easy to move, but it's okay. Squashed as well. Yeah, get very squashed. You get very squashed. The blokes are out for anything they can get. Yes, you get lots of hands around the place when you dance on the dance floor.
And did you know whose hands they were?
No, they were no, they were just like slapped pretty quickly, and then that was about it.
What are you going to do now between now and leaving time?
Go and dance a bit more, have a few more drinks, go and pull, go and get my free bottle of champagne in a minute because I've got my ticket and I'm going for it. And I should go and do that.
Your friend here says you're going to go and pull, is that right?
No, it's not. Rachel always pulls. No, it's not always. At least I haven't got a 2-second rate. Shut up. Rachel goes through 6 an hour, so a hair.
Well, we've got to say a big happy birthday to Rachel out there tonight. Happy birthday, Rachel. Well, that's love and all your friends.
Rachel and all the others celebrating birthdays get their free bottles of bubbly included in the party package. It's sparkling Perry rather than champagne, but who cares? Handing out the bottles is a man you wouldn't expect to see working in a nightclub. A 76-year-old with an artificial hip, Bill Smythe.
The majority of the people are very nice when you get to know them, and they're friendly types that come in here. So over the years, you get to know a certain clientele, and they all greet you, you know, in the usual way. How are you doing, Bill? Where are you doing today? And all this sort of thing. Someone says to me, how can you stick it? And I just laugh and say, well, about 8 o'clock I go blind and deaf, so I carry on, because I say, how can you stick the music? But after a while, it's funny, you get used to it, and you just carry on and do your own job. Yeah, well, if I get past doing the job, obviously, I wouldn't carry on. In fairness to everybody else, I would just give them a notice in, and that's it. But I think there's a few years left in me yet.
The lights that Bill says he's blind to are operated by Nick Bailey. It comes as something of a surprise to see that he works them manually, even using a keyboard to keep time with the music. The lights are a vital ingredient in the nightclub's heady cocktail. For a few, it can all turn rather sour. On most nights, 1 or 2 people are ejected from the club. In this case, it was an argument between boyfriend and girlfriend that went a bit far and ended outside.
This is a love thing, right?
A written report is filed every time someone's ejected. As party night draws to a close and the slow dances begin, Rachel joins in. She's not the only one who's found a willing partner. Just 20 minutes after getting his makeup off, Matt the robot strikes lucky too. So what's the verdict at the end of Rachel's big night out?
I would say that was the best birthday party I've had, yeah.
And what were you doing at the end there?
Nothing.
It may be 2 o'clock in the morning, but some people are reluctant to leave. As the doormen round up the stragglers, they find a few who are completely oblivious to the time.
Oh, get out.
What will your mother say?
What will my girlfriend say?
We very rarely get a physical confrontation problem. I know that we're lucky in that respect. We're in a provincial town, we're in Chelmsford. The nearer you get to city centre locations, the more the problems that can exist in relation to violence, but we tend to be able to have our customers come in and behave themselves and have a great night without those sort of problems occurring.
For the management, it's been a good Thursday night. The club's been busy, but there's been no real trouble. Friday could be rather different.